Hey guys, what's up? Ryan Potter here with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate. Hope you're doing well. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm a realtor here in Omaha, Nebraska. I've been doing it a little less than 5 years. And I do these videos from time to time to inspire, challenge, encourage those that are watching to basically become great. And that's something that I'm talking about today is how do you become great? And how do you get there? And I think for me, as I think about that, it's an ongoing process. It's something that you don't just get to and stop at, but you continue to develop and grow and mature into becoming great, and then becoming greater, and becoming the best, and becoming better. There's always just a continual growth there. And when I think about becoming great, and I think about what has brought me to the place where I feel like I've become great in what I do, it boils down to 5 things that I kind of want to talk to you guys about today, and want to challenge you with, want to inspire you with, because I want you to be great as well. I want you to be great with your family life. I want you to be great in your job. I want you to be great in your friendships and your relationships with people. I want you to be great in every aspect of your life. So I want to share with you kind of the 5 secrets that I think have helped me get to the place where I feel like I've become great at what I do. The first and foremost thing that I think that has allowed me to get here is by surrounding myself with successful people and with people that I think are great. So what I've done there is I researched and I found out, okay, who's great in marketing and advertising, who's great in real estate, who is known in the Omaha area, who's known in the nation, who's known all over the world for like their real estate expertise. And I started educating myself on those things. So I picked up books, I started reading those. I got into as many masterminds that I possibly could to surround myself with other people that were being great and successful in what they were doing, and learning and gleaning from them. And that would be another step that I'll add into that a little bit is humble yourself to the point where you become that sponge. You become that sponge that basically, despite of everything that you may think you know regarding that topic or that business or the family or whatever it is, that aspect of your life, humble yourself to the point where you become a sponge and you just sit for a while and soak in everything that all these successful people are talking about and sharing with how they're doing things and how they've got to where they are. That's been a huge benefit for me, and something that I think has helped me get to the point of where I am today. Another thing that kind of goes along with that, it's my number 2, is become knowledgeable. You want to become knowledgeable and you want to be that expert in whatever it is that you're doing. So for me, I wanted to be more of an expert as a husband and as a father in my family. So what did I start doing? I started watching other people that I admired or I was inspired by, as far as whether that was that father figure or that husband in a family, and I just watched. I and I gleaned from what I saw, and then I tried to implement those things. Now again, I'm not perfect. Trust me, I fail every single day. There are times where I put my head on the pillow at night and I'm like, man, I should have told my wife I loved her more. I should have showed her more that I appreciate her more. Certain things like that it's a constant growth, right? So you don't, like I said earlier, you get better and better and better and better and better at what you do, and you'll never perfect it, but the goal is to always get better and to be the best that you possibly can in that area. Same thing goes for my business, right? So I'm reading books. I'm not only reading books just on real estate, but I'm reading blogs, I'm reading articles, posts, things that pertain to the Omaha area, things that pertain just to the real estate industry, things that are happening in California. I got a coach, so I'm always talking to him who's in California, and I'm like, hey, what's working for you there? What do you find that's helpful? And then I'm talking with other people here that are, hey, what's working for you here? What's providing some helpful things and resources for your clients? All that thing, it's a continual basis, because I want to be great in what I do. I want to offer that and be the best that I possibly can be. The thing that I don't want, and this might sound strange, but it's never my desire to be the best. And what I mean by that is I don't have a desire to be number 1 in the industry. And why? Because of that, because I know that everything and everyone is always going to be chasing after me, and then there's that pressure of actually having to stay on top. And for some people that's great, and for some people like me, I just want to be great at what I do, and I know that there's going to be clients that aren't going to be a great fit for me. I know that there's clients that are going to be the best fit for me, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the people that are going to be the best fit, where we coincide with one another and we do a great job and have a smooth process, and it's a great experience for them. So I have no desire to be the best or to be on top, because then I know that being that comes a lot of pressure to actually get there. But I do want to be great in what I do, and so I strive for that every day. So what I talked about first is I talked about you want to be that person that surrounds yourself with successful people to help you be great, to learn from them, to glean from them, humble yourself and do that and be a sponge, soak it up. Two, the knowledge. So you go and get knowledge, whether that's being in mastermind groups, reading books, reading blogs, surrounding yourself with other people that you know that have been successful. You do that. One of the third things that I want to talk about is I think it's vitally important to take time for yourself. And what I mean by that is I've realized by getting into this industry, in order for me to be great, I've got to be healthy with my mind, with my body, and those things as well. And there's times where I need to take some time off, which you've probably seen here a little bit. I haven't been on social media so much lately, but part of that is because I'm revamping kind of the direction and where I want to go with that moving forward, and you guys will start to see that, and I'll keep you updated on that as well. But a lot of that was to take some time and to sit down and think about where I was at, specifically with my business and where I wanted to go in the future. And so how am I going to get there? What am I going to change? What am I going to do differently? What have I done great? What are the things that I can improve on? All those things, and then reaching out to past clients and reaching out to other people to kind of get that feedback, and then start moving forward with that. So I think that's probably really important, which moves me into kind of the last two things as you go through that process, right? So you sit down, you take some time for yourself, you kind of go over what those things are that you can improve on, what you thought went really well, what you think your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and then you start making those changes, right? So for me this year, I'll just give you an example. For me this year, I started to get so busy where I realized that I was spending less time at home and spending more time in the office and doing those things. And my coach finally said, "Ryan, I think you know what you need to do." And I said, "What's that?" And he goes, "Well, it's pretty obvious. You need to hire an assistant because there's only 24 hours in a day and you can't do everything." And so that was one step that was kind of hard for me because I like to have control. I like to know things where they're at, specifically in transactions. I like to know where I'm at every single time, and I have control over that. And now I've had to delegate that and slowly give that away, and that has been good because it's been good for my growth. It's been good in developing a team and then allowing me to do what I do well, and that's being with people and educating them, inspiring them, helping them achieve their goals. And that's a strength of mine, and so that's what I need more time to do. So that's just an example there. It kind of moved me into these last 2 points that I want to talk about that I think are very huge when you think about people that are successful. I don't know if you've heard of Gary Vee. He's a big fan of mine, or I'm a big fan of his, I should say. And just listening to him when I first started watching his stuff was he talked a lot about self-esteem. And I think that's huge when you want to be great in something, because if your self-esteem is low, you're never going to be great, because you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you're capable of doing it, and you need to believe that you can get there. And so that was one thing that kind of jump-started that for me, is I realized that with past relationships and past things in my business and jobs prior to that, my self-esteem was very low, and it took me some time to get that self-esteem back up where it needed to be, to where my mind and my drive and my passion were finally matched and coincide with one another, that allowed me then to do what I love to do. And so honestly, I wake up every day coming to work extremely happy and excited to get to do what I love to do. It is something that I love doing. I never thought I'd be able to say that, but when I honestly go on vacation, I'm constantly thinking about, like, I can't wait to get back to the office. I can't wait to get back and talk with so-and-so or whatever and help them achieve those dreams, because that to me is what I live for. And so God has definitely placed me in a place where He knows what my passions and my drives and my skills are, and He's allowed me to thrive in that. And so for that, I'm grateful. And that kind of moves me into my last thing, my number 5 thing there of how to be great moves into confidence. You know, if you don't have confidence, if you don't believe in what your value is and what you have to offer other people, you'll never succeed. And I've learned that the hard way. There's times where, you know, as you first start getting out in things, you know, you're not as confident as maybe somebody else. But now I've gotten to the place where I feel like God has placed me here. This is my niche. This is where I need to be. I've worked with numerous people now and done so many transactions. And I've come so close to, gosh, I don't even know where I'm at in millions in volume here, but I've come so far in just the last even 4 years, and moving into year 5, which I'm really excited for because there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen here in year 5. And what I'm excited most about is I'm going to be providing material for you. My goal for 2018, since we're in November and Thanksgiving, is I want to show my appreciation of thanks. And in doing so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys materials for free. And what I mean by that is I'm going to start breaking down some things, and you're going to see that moving forward into 2018 is I'm trying to find things that I think will be beneficial for you, whether you're a first-time home buyer, whether you're someone that's looking to get out of debt, whether you're, I mean, all these different things. So they won't necessarily always revolve around real estate, but what they're going to do is they're going to provide you something for free to help you achieve whatever it is that specific thing or topic might be. So I think that's going to be beneficial for you, and I think you'll enjoy it. So anyways, with that being said, I'm more confident than ever. I'm more excited than ever to see where this is going to go in my business, and for you guys more importantly, and however I can be of any help to you, I'm looking forward to it. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like, my motto for 2018 is crush it. And I just went over with that with my personal assistant this morning. And we have made 2018's motto crush it. So with that being said, we want to crush it. And in doing so, we want to offer you and everyone else that's going to be following or that's interested with anything that I'm talking about moving forward, opportunities to get more involved with the things that we're involved with. Gosh, anything from, oh man, Sunshine Kids that I'm so excited to be a part of now moving forward, and just giving back to my community and giving back to those that are fighting that battle with cancer, and being able to invest in some of those families and those kids. I'm really excited for that opportunity and really excited to serve on that board here with Berkshire Hathaway. So you'll be seeing stuff with that coming up. You'll be seeing, like I said, things and tools that I'll be giving you for free moving forward, and doing those things as well. And then the last thing is going to be, you'll be seeing kind of the growth that starts to take place with all of us as we move forward, and we continue to grow in Omaha. Omaha is going to continue to grow. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for following me. Thank you so much for a great year. It is the month of Thanksgiving, so I want to say thank you for your time, your trust, your referrals, all of that stuff. I look forward to moving into 2018 strong, and talking more about the things that I'm going to have to offer you in the future. So with that being said, love you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for following. Comment below. Reach out to me if there are any things that you want me to specifically talk about moving forward, especially into 2018. I would love to cover those topics. And as always, if you want to grab coffee or lunch sometime and talk about how you can be involved in one of the best investments ever in your entire life in real estate, you know I'm more than happy to do that. So anyways, have a great one. Happy Wednesday. Happy November 1st. It's already November, which is crazy. Prime time, grind time. That's also going to be coming. That's a new thing that I have just picked up on. If you didn't see the previous video, go watch it. But I want this to be a prime time, grind time, which basically means how can I push you, challenge you, and encourage you for the future. Thanks, guys.